it's x element z, so that means you're doing dots, positive or negative whole numbers. Agreed? Now bring the 1 to the other side and what happens? Minus 10 plus 1. Add minus 10 plus 1. Then divide by 3 because 3 is a multiplier on the left, which makes it a divider on the right. Then we get x smaller than minus 3. Yeah. Okay, now how am I going to draw this? Is 3 included? Is there an equal sign underneath? No, so don't do minus 3. Do minus 4, minus 5, and then what are we going to do? An arrow to say that I'm going backwards for ever. Okay, let's have a look. So, in question 13, what we have is, sorry, I'm just going to undo what I did earlier. Okay, there we go. So for question 13, which is this one here, what we have is it's element R, which means it's a dot, it's a line, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to move the 7 to the other side, and what happens? 5x less than 17, take away. 7, 5x less than, anybody? 10, and then divide it by 5. X less than 2. Is that alright? Now, is 2 included, yes or no? So what's that mean? Hollow dot, and then you draw, and then you put an arrow on it. Goes forever. Agreed? Okay. We're next doing question 15. And here it is. It's 5 minus 2x equals minus 7. We're going to bring the 5 to the other side. Minus 7 minus 5. Minus 12. I'm going to use the magic wand, which turns all minuses into pluses and all pluses into minuses. But then, because it's an inequality, what to do with the inequality? Had to reverse it. Does anybody remember why we reverse it? If you don't, look at this. 5 is bigger than 3. Agreed? I'm saying magic wand both sides. Is actually smaller than minus 3. So when I magic wand both sides, the sign has to reverse. Otherwise it doesn't work. Everybody cool? And then we get divide by 2. 6. Okay, now I'm going to have to extend my graph slightly, haven't I? My graph wasn't long enough. So I had to put the 6 there. Now, is 6 included, yes or no? It's included because of the equal sign underneath. And then we draw a line going backwards. How far do I have to draw it? I might just go just after 0 and then whatever. Once you have an arrow saying you're going left forever. So we've done, so far we've done 9, 13 and 15. Now, with question 17, don't get too bogged down for a second, okay? So what we're looking at is CA intersection B. That means it wants you to join the answer of A with the answer of B. And look at A. This is the only part of A that we're interested in. 2x minus 5 less than or equal to 6. Look at the part of B we're interested in. 4 minus 2x less than 0. So what I'd like you to do is I want you to work the two of them out separately, and then we'll come back and finish it off. That's a less than or equal sign. Sorry, here, there you go. Enjoy. This, hoping most of you transferred over to 4. What you get? 2x less than 10. Divide both sides by 2. X less than or equal to. All the x numbers you're talking about have to be bigger than 5. Then I'm hoping you all transferred across to 4, and what happens? Minus 4. Hoping you magic wanded both sides. What happens when you magic wand? Flip the signs because we're multiplying both sides by minus. And then x is bigger than 2. What we want is we want to join both answers together. That's what this intersection sign means. Join both answers together. I want a list of numbers that are bigger than 2, but are smaller than or equal to 5. So what do you think the answers are? Bigger than 2. Let's start off bigger than 2. What's bigger than 2? 3. Whoa, why am I doing that? That's not good. Ran out of ink. Okay. 3, 4. Am I allowed to include 5? Why? There you go. So, when doing a question like this is called abstract thinking, which means you haven't got concrete values, but I'm going to give myself concrete values. I'm going to call 8 is A and B is 6. 2 times A is bigger than 2 times 6, true or false? 2 times a larger number is bigger than 2 times a smaller number. True. Minus A is now minus 8, because I said A is 8. B is minus 6. Who's bigger? Minus 6 is actually bigger than minus 8. So that is true. Because minus 8 is smaller than minus 6. Next one. Is 8 take away 3 smaller than 6 take away 3? False. Do you see, by making up 2 numbers that fits A bigger than B, it makes the whole thing really easy. Now, is 8 divided by 5 bigger than 6 divided by 5? True or false? Who's not sure, honestly? It's the, so see the way the bottom numbers are the same? See the way the bottom numbers are the same? That means you can directly compare the top numbers then. Is 8 bigger than 6? So it's bigger. So it's true. Alright. A new toll is built and C represents the number of cars entering the city per hour. Write inequality C for the number of cars is known to be between 350 and 500. Well, 350 has to be smaller than the amount of cars that go through. Would you agree with that? And then the number of car numbers has to be smaller than. Do you see this inequality here? That means it's between 350 and 500. And if to show this on a number line, it's sort of really, like, realistically, I'm not drawing all the dots all the way up, am I? So, like, I could just put in lots of, like, mini dots. Why am I putting in dots and not a line? It's a natural number, isn't it? Okay. So, it's your job now to do parts 3, 4, and 5. So, on the next one, part 3, write an inequality for C, which is 120 to 200 inclusive. Well, that's very similar to part 1, isn't it? What's the only thing I do differently? So just 120 and 200. That's reasonably easy. We all good? Okay. Next part after that then. I just do the exact same thing. So that's for part 3 and this one's for part 4. And I just do 120 and 200. Is that okay? Now, write a new inequality for C if the traffic flow at night through 1/10 during the middle of the day. It's 1/10. So what's 1/10 of 120? 12, yeah. So it's going to be 12 less than or equal to C less than or equal to 1/10 of 200? 20. That means there's a lot less cars on the roads.